Hi there, it's Carrie from Tambella Arts, and today we're going to do the letter J. J is for joy, which absolutely it is, and this is the design that we'll be doing from my colourful quilling booklet, which you can download from my website. And today we'll be using our tracing template. So when you purchase the booklet, you'll also receive the quilling template, which is what we'll work to later on. But right now we're going to do our tracing template here. So our first task is to trace our design. So using your lead pencil, and I like to use a ruler for all my straight edges, you can go over the design. Okay. Now that we have our outline, we take our cardstock, and I would like my design to have the textured side facing up, so I'm going to flip my cardstock over and I'm going to flip my design over as well. And then we retrace over the top of our outline that we have there. I prefer to use a scalpel to cut my designs out, just because I have more control around the corners of the design. Don't feel like you need to use a cutting mat if you don't want to. Using scissors is absolutely an ideal way of doing this as well, but this is just my preferred way of chopping things out. So using your cardstock, I like the textured side to face outward. You basically can start to measure your strip against your actual cutout. So here I'm going to just mark at the top here, and I'm going to score this, meaning I'm going to mark it but not cut it all the way through, so it makes it easy to fold. And then we basically follow the outline of the letter, like so. I'm going to use my tweezers here because I have more control. Let's see where that curve starts. And then we dip in our glue, like so. And you're looking to go as close to the edge of your cutout as possible without going over. Now we're going to go back down this way. So once again, you're just looking for where the curve is in your work. I'm going to end up about there, so I'm going to cut this now. So I've got something easier to work with. Okay, dip in our glue, and you're wanting this to be as close to the shape as possible so that you're not having to wrestle it later. Just going to make sure I've got glue on the end there. Now we are going to have a bit of overhang here, but that's okay because once it's dry I'm going to come back and actually snip that off. Okay, I'm just going to allow my J to dry for a little minute, and then we're going to come back and actually tidy up those last little parts there. And you can see here now that we've got just a couple of little overhanging parts on the letter, so I'm going to come back with my little scissors and just very carefully trim those off so that we have nice flush edges. And you can also do this if you haven't quite managed to get your strip right to the edge. And you can see here I'm just going to trim that, round it off a little bit. There we go. And that's our letter J. And we're now ready to start filling in the colour and making the rest of the design.